Hello, happy Friday, Women of the World Network. Hi, this is Elle Ballard with you today and my special guest, Michelle. Welcome, Michelle. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Elle. So much of a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you for inviting me.
It's great to have you. I'm excited for our conversation. Before we jump on, let me introduce Michelle. So she's one of our new members in our community. Welcome to the community. We're excited to have you, Michelle. Dr. Michelle Peticolas is an international speaker, best-selling author, award-winning filmmaker, and founder of Second Chance Secrets, a professional training center that enables coaches, healers, and change makers to create high-end transformational programs that attract premium clients, leverage time, and allows them to have a bigger impact. For over 25 years, Dr. Michelle has guided powerful women to create their lives after loss through coaching, spiritual healing, psychosomatics, cognitive and gestalt psychology, films, and publishing. She's a featured author in Amazon bestseller, Breaking Barriers, and in the international bestseller Step into Your Brilliance and Animal Legacies. Welcome, Michelle. How exciting.
Thank you, Elle. And do you mind if I correct you? It's Peticola or
Peticolas.
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you. Yes. So Michelle Peticolas. Yes. Thank you. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to have you. Welcome again. So one of the favorite questions that I usually ask is, what makes you unique?
What makes me unique? Well, of course, all of us are unique, right? Each one of us have our own little fingerprint.
Yes.
So we each have our own spirit and we are unique. But in the coaching world, where there are so many healers out there, so many people who are helping people with mindset or changing their lives, even grief coaches, what makes me unique is I have a PhD in sociology and psychology, so I come with that sort of therapeutic background, but in a coaching modality. So I help people to get the tools they need to change, as opposed to just being the doctor and giving them the solution. I teach them how to solve their own problems. So that's part of it. The other part is that I come with a lot of tools. Gestalt, as you had mentioned, and cognitive or behavioral psychology, which actually, if you use it on yourself and you use it strategically, is very powerful. And then the psychosomatics. And what's interesting about the psychosomatics is that I have an intuitive ability to understand where your blocks are, to feel it myself in my body, so that I can help you to go in that area and literally release the stuck energy. And I don't have to do laying on of hands or, Reiki or anything like that. I actually talk you through it. So you actually learn the technique yourself to do that.
Wow, that is unique. And I love how you mentioned your psychology background and Gestalt. I mean, those are such unique things. And it's always interesting. And psychosomatics too.
Oh, and then, of course, spirituality, which is really a big, important part of the work I do. It's really infused into everything that I train people around, because when you start to connect with your higher self, you start to, I start to see different parts of myself as part of being in this human adventure. So I'm not so identified with the ego. It's a trick that we can play to get out of that ego, which often gives us a lot of trouble.
Oh, wow. Yes. To all of that. Yes, that is so true. So true. And that's amazing how do you combine all of those? It's stages, or does it depend on the person you're working with? How do you combine all those things?
Well, when I work with people, I give them a program as well as coaching. So they actually have a program that they're working through that has exercises and assignments. And so it depends on what we're working on. One of the first things that I teach people is how to tap into their body, how to listen to their body, because your body is giving you information all the time about what's working, what's not working. And unfortunately, at least in the American culture, we're taught to shut down our awareness of our body. that it's seen as troublesome. We take pills, we drink alcohol, we take drugs, we watch TV, we ignore our bodies to our own peril, because our bodies are literally telling us something is wrong. Hello. And we ignore it. And then the body turns the volume up. And pretty soon it becomes a chronic issue, a physical chronic issue, because when you repress yourself, you're literally tightening muscles and you're constricting the flow of fluids and energy. And of course, we're energy beings. And I don't mean that in the woo-woo sense, but literally on the cellular and the atomic level, we're vibrating. And if you constrict that, then you're creating dead space, dead places, non-living places in your body. And so that causes illness.
Amazing. Amazing. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think we forget that sometimes, that simple understanding, and maybe it's not so simple for a lot of people to understand that we are energy, and the way we vibrate, the way we connect with each other, and it's all in. And I think sometimes we forget, and we maybe overcomplicate things, where if we go back to that and understanding of that, and when it's not like a, something happening in the body, when the body is at dis-ease, right?
Dis-ease.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. Well, let me move to the...
Before you do that, I want to say one other thing.
Yeah.
And that is that one of the things I like to say is that we're spiritual beings having a human adventure, and our body has its own agenda. And when we ignore that body's agenda, we're going to be in conflict with the body. And this is the only vehicle we have through this lifetime. The better you learn to listen to your body, the better off you are. And the other thing that's unique about me is a lot of people that are working to help you have a better life all work on the mindset. But if you do not deal with the emotional issues underneath, no matter how much you tap, no matter how much you force your mind, if you're not dealing with the emotional level and actually addressing those things, it's like a Band-Aid on a serious wound. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. That's so true. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. So good. Well, I wanted to talk about your certification program. If you want to share with us for the certification program for motivational speakers, healers, and change makers. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I would be happy to. What I have found is that a lot of healers and even a lot of coaches do one-on-one work. And they work with people one at a time, and they don't, especially healers, people who work with the body or, do energy healing, and they work one-on-one. And so they are actually limited by the hours in the day of how many people they can work with. And so then maybe they try groups, but if you don't understand groups, and of course my sociology background really helps me to utilize the power of groups. So the programs that I help them to create are based on their own healing journey. And so it isn't a clone of my work, although they're invited to use many of the tools that I use as they serve that particular client. When it becomes your solution, when you have embodied it, that's yours. I don't hold on to it. It's like because you don't want to use a tool that you don't really know how it works. It has to be personally experienced. So I help my clients who are going through the certification program to identify what their process of healing was and is, because we're always evolving beings. And then we create the program that comes from their own healing journey, so that when they're selling it, they know it works because they lived it. So that's the certification program. It's we work one-on-one, but also in group, and the group program lasts for a full year. So you have a full year to really hone in on what your process is, and also learn how to embody premium prices and premium clients. which I know also a lot of people are afraid of, is like, oh, a premium client. Oh my gosh, they might be better than me. I might feel insecure. I want to work with the, the
Yeah.
the lost and the dejected who are desperate. No, you actually can work with high-end clients that are powerful and help them to deal with their particular issues. That's what I help them with also.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I didn't even know about that. I'm glad we spoke about this. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. So we usually talk about we have several partnerships in the community, and we encourage ladies and women to build those partnerships with each other, to grow, and whatever form that is. And I like to talk about referral partners. If you have any referral partners that you could share, so our members, when they're watching this video, so they would know who to refer to you as well.
So many of my referrals come from my clients themselves, that they refer people to me. But also I have met people over the course of speaking with other speakers and have done strategy sessions and have gotten people referred to me. I had somebody referred to me this year by another coach who doesn't deal with life transformation, except on the physical plane. She's a fitness coach. So she referred somebody. Basically what I do is get to know people through other coaches, through my Healers Connection program or Healers Connection series. It's a Zoom series in which I invite, like you're inviting me here today, a speaker to come on and be interviewed by me. And I'm actually a really good interviewer. I help to not only bring out that person, but help them to express what they have to offer as well. And I send out promotions to all of my community, and they're of course encouraged to do that. And that's the way in which we cross-pollinate, that I interact or connect with some of their people and they connect with my people. And so that's the way in which we do that collaboration.
Yeah, Healers Connection. Congratulations on that show, Michelle.
Thank you.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to more of that for sure. Women of the World Network, please connect with Michelle. Reach out to her, see how you can. We're going to post all of your information in the comments.
Oh, great.
Post all your links in the comments as well, and repost to our blog as well. Yeah, and the show we have a lot of coaches, great coaches in our community. So I'm sure, there's some collaboration that could be happening both ways. So yes, please connect. If there is something else that you wanted to touch on, Michelle, if there is an event that you have coming up.
Yes, I do actually. It's going to be in August. I think like in the middle of August, I'm going to be doing a life purpose challenge. It's free. It's on Facebook. I've done it before, and there's also going to be some new stuff in there. And I invite everybody, or if not you, some of your clients, to play, because it's an opportunity to fine tune. Are you really on track? Are you on the course you want to be on? And then I'm going to be offering a way to go a little bit deeper with me if people want to do that. It's called Magnify Your Mission. So I'll be talking about that in the course of that challenge. Oh, and there's one other thing I have. This is great. You can see I've been really busy. So the other thing is that I have a YouTube channel. I hope you put I want you to put my YouTube channel on. We can really help each other by subscribing to each other's channels. When you get to a certain number, they allow you to put your name on your YouTube channel as opposed to all these horrible numbers and letters.
Right.
And what I have going there is a series I'm doing about twice a week called Your Great Human Adventure. And this is a series of short, like 5 minutes or less videos that talk about the 4 superpowers that I see that are essential to having a great human adventure.
Oh, I love that. Yes. We're going to post the links here in the comments as well. Yes, check out Michelle's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's exciting. Life purpose. I'm all about that. The challenge. I love that. We can post the links if you have them ready, or we can post them later.
Yes. The Facebook challenge will be in my Facebook group, and I can give you the link for that. Mm-hmm. And the Healers Connection, I'll give you the horrible link for that. Not the Healers Connection. That's easy. No, the Your Great Human Adventure, the YouTube is terrible. But you're going to help me make it better, right?
Yes, we will. Okay. All of us together. Well, thank you for taking the time, Michelle. It's great to have you. Great to chat with you. And I love these conversations because I get to know a little more, right? Like I didn't know about certification program, the YouTube. I know we've been both part of Toastmasters program, but I haven't heard all the other details that you're doing as well. So this is great. This has been wonderful. And as we are launching our own coaching program, a new group program in our community later this year, so we'll have to talk about that as well. So I'm excited. Welcome again.
Yeah, I'm excited about how can we collaborate? How can we, utilize in this organization, which I think is fabulous. I'm so happy to have joined it. Thank you, Elle.
Thank you, Michelle. Great to have you here. Welcome again, and thanks for taking the time.
You're welcome.
Everyone, have an amazing weekend ahead. Connect with Michelle, and always remember you are a wow, amazing woman. Thank you, ladies. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.